What I did was, we talked about it, and I was going to propose to her. She knew it was coming, and so I had to talk to her parents. And she thought I was going to talk to her parents on this weekend, but I really talked to her parents on this weekend. So I'd already done that. And so I had 2 days off, and I drove up to Dallas from the Valley. And I was actually talking to her on the phone, and she was dropping off at one of her coworkers at work.
And I was talking to Mitch, and all day, an odd amount of times, just enough for one of my friends to note, he's kind of stalking you today, asking you where you are, what you're doing, and everything.
And so I was talking to her on the phone. What I had done is 3 weeks prior to that is I'd written down like about 100 different things that I loved about her on sticky notes. I put them all over her wall because she loves sticky notes.
So I was driving, and he wanted me to tell him all about my day, and he was like, and when you come back, you can just, I'll tell you about mine, face to face, because we used to, with us being long distance for most of our relationship, we used to use a lot of like Skype and Uber and Hangouts and all that jazz. And he was like, yeah, we'll get some good FaceTime in. I said, FaceTime? We don't use FaceTime. Come on. Nobody has Apple products in this house.
And so I was on the phone with her, I was talking with her, and I was like, just tell me about your day, and don't stop telling me about it until you get home. Because I was distracted. I was putting up sticky notes while I'm on the phone, and I'm getting dressed while I'm on the phone. And then she gets there, and she's like, are you here right now?
I finally get to my apartment, and there's a Mustang out there, and I was like, that Mustang is kind of like yours, same paint job and everything. And
I was like, babe, everybody drives Mustangs. You know what I mean? It's pretty common.
Yeah, that's true. And then I get to my door, and there's like this one little sticky note on it, and I don't know if, well, you don't know anything about me, but I love Post-it notes.
So she walks upstairs, and then I was sitting right in front of the doorway on like the armrest of the couch, and she opened it up, and she, her eyes got all big, and she threw the phone down. We didn't actually end up hanging up. We were on the phone for like an hour and a half. We didn't realize. So she throws the phone down. She comes. She gives me a hug. I was like, hey, I have something to show you.
I immediately like go into this super shrill, high pitch, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here?
So I led her around to the wall where I had the sticky notes, and all the different things. And I had 2 on the top that said I love, and then there's a bunch of different things that I loved about her. And there's one right in the middle. I didn't plan it. It just worked out this way.
Right at eye level, which he swears he didn't plan, was a Post-it note that said,
the idea of being together forever. And she goes, ooh, I like this one.
I really love that one. It's like, it's funny that you point that out. So he turns me around, and he's like holding my hands, and I guess it finally clicked for me that he was proposing, and he was saying like all these super sweet things about being my best friend and loving me, and all I could remember was, he's about to propose. You have to say yes. You have to remember to say yes.
I grabbed the ring that I had hidden, and I said, you're my best friend, and I love doing things with you, and I just want to keep doing things with you, for the rest of our lives.
Then he dropped down on one knee, and he asked me to wear bracelets. And yeah, that was my proposal. That's great.